What's going on, everybody? So I'm going to tie up just a little toad variation. It's a kind of olive green with some tinsel flash in there, some kind of copper new penny kind of colored tinsel flash, barred tail, and some silly legs out the back. So for this one, I'm going to do the same hook that I've been on the last few flies. It's the Umpqua size 1. For the thread, I'm going to use a Chartreuse base for this guy. Alrighty. So to start for this one, start with the tail, and we're just going to use some tan craft fur out the back. Pull out all those smaller fibers. Shorten it up a bit. It's about good. Bump the camera over here. I'm going to secure that down real tight. Cut off your excess. Clean that up with your thread. Make a little ramp, tape that all down. Give it a little flash. I'm going to be using some tan crystal flash for this one. We don't need a lot, 2-3 strands. We're already going to have a little bit of flash in the body on this one as well, so we don't need to overdo it. But double it over and have that running down each side of the fly. Now we'll just give it some barring real quick. Boom. All right, from there we will put in our legs. I like these tan and orange barred silly legs from Sight Cast Fishing. Double that over, get them even, secure them down. Right down either side. Now I'm gonna get my eyes on there. So for these, I'm gonna be using orange, kind of like a hot orange pupil eye. Make sure they're straight. Now for this one, I'm going to use some, what is this? This is neck hackle brown. So I'm going to try to get a real nice fluffy piece to build up around the back end of this fly. So you're going to start with a thick end first. That's where you're attaching. I always like them to be kind of angled down, not that up part. And so that's going to make these fibers all kind of want to go backwards a little bit better. You don't have to be fighting with them quite as much. So get that real tight so you don't pull it out as you're making these wraps. Bring your thread base forward. Then just start wrapping it, just kind of like we wrap every other synthetic fiber. You can see at that base, these fibers are a little bit fluffier, so they kind of give a better profile, not so thin and wispy. Keep getting those all real tight, because you will start getting into those thin ones. As long as you have them tight, it'll create a nice body for you. Give it one more wrap. It's starting to get pretty thin on me. Bring your thread back up. Get that nice and secured. I like to pull these fibers backwards. Snip off that tag. So from there we got the back end done. Now we'll go ahead and give it a flip. I'm going to clean all this up. I've started using a new color lately, this kind of olivey green color. But what I do to it, so this is your EP fiber for your body. And I've been mixing a little bit of this tinsel in there with it. So it kind of looks like this. If this shows up well on camera. And what I'll do is I'll make sure all that tinsel kind of faces up, so we can have a nice little, some nice flash mixed in there with it. I'm just using strips about inch long. Move this, and then we'll be figure eighting it into right down the top of this. As long as you're using a nice thick thread here, you can pull it tight and you don't have to make a bunch of wraps. You don't have to keep figure eighting it over and over. Just use a bigger, thicker thread. Give it one wrap. And then we'll secure it with a little bit of glue at the end too, make it nice and durable. So again, we'll just kind of do this over and over, probably about 4 or 5 times maybe. Always making sure that tinsel flash faces up. Grab your whip finish, finish that guy off. Easy as that. Now you got this crazy mess going on right here. And you'll just kind of just trim this up. Go down each side with it. Kind of give it that crabby shape to one side. Still might trim that up a little bit more. There it is. Just a little Texas toad variation, an olive and gold color. I'll trim those legs up so they're just the same length as the tail, maybe a little bit shorter. That's it, guys.